What's up, guys? Welcome back here. Today I'm back for another video, and in this video I got me another trade ideas video. I was thinking about 3 guys I wanted to do, but I decided to do this guy, especially with the rumor that he and the Spurs agreed to part ways, so he would either get bought out or traded. That guy's Lamarcus Aldridge. So I did a trade video on him with 4 trades that I think should happen, in my opinion, for Lamarcus Aldridge, and I'll explain each one why. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, comment below any video that you want to do. Don't subscribe to the channel. At 90 subscribers now, trying to hit 100 soon, hopefully by the end of the month. But now let's get started. And the 4 trades I'm gonna do are just trades I thought of. There were some teams that I wanted to try and make a deal work with, like the Blazers. I wanted to try to get a deal with the Warriors, but I couldn't really get anything done. So the first trade I got was the Boston Celtics. As the Celtics received Lamarcus Aldridge, and the Spurs received Romeo Langford, a 2021 second, a 2022 second. The Celtics could use big man scoring, who could create their own offense. And with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum being better defenders than Marcus Smart, it really won't hurt them that Lamarcus Aldridge isn't the best defender. He can get them a solid 12 to 14 points per game on efficient shooting, and he's able to space the floor a little bit more now. If he's able to shoot around the 34% from 3 range, that would be really nice, and he can provide some post scoring that Tristan Thompson just really didn't have, and Daniel Tice has just been a solid role player, so you don't have to deal with that front court anymore. He can easily be a small ball 5, but Lamarcus Aldridge can easily play the 4 too, and have one of Kemba, Marcus Smart come off the bench, be a 6-man type player. Depends how you want to work on it, but a closing 5 of Kemba Walker, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Lamarcus Aldridge, you just don't know who's going to get the bucket. And as for the Spurs, you get 2 seconds out of it, so you'll like it. Then you get a guy who has 3 years left on his contract, Romeo Langford. Has a bunch of upside, but hasn't really got played much. You can see the test if he could really be something special by playing him in game, see if he becomes something. And if he doesn't, it's just $3.6 million for 3 years, but it's a young prospect that you could take a risk on, along with 2 seconds that you get for a guy who doesn't even want to be there. I think that's a good deal. The second trade is going to be with the Miami Heat. That's going to be Lamarcus Aldridge going to the Heat for Myers Leonard, Kelly Olynyk, KZ Okpala, a 2022 second, and a 2027 second. So the Heat, they get themselves some big man scoring next to Bam Adebayo, a big who can kind of space the floor too, which will help Bam create more inside, and it'll give him a little bit more size in the front court. And then you can have Bam with his versatility guard, the better of the power forward or center, probably the more versatile one. Like if there's like a Jokic or if there's like an Embiid, you can have Bam on him, and Lamarcus Aldridge can hide on one of the other guys, which could honestly really work well with their offensive powers and Bam's defense, along with Jimmy's defense. This Heat squad could be really scary. After the Spurs, 2 expiring is Myers Leonard, who has a team option, but you can easily decline. Kelly Olynyk, and then you get a young role player in KZ Okpala, who is a 4 they could try to develop, along with 2 seconds for Lamarcus Aldridge. Third trade I have is with the New York Knicks, and it's going to be Frank Ntilikina, Kevin Knox, and Ignas Brazdeikis going to the Knicks for Lamarcus Aldridge. This is just to help the Knicks push for the playoffs, as you get a guy who could play small ball 5 while Mitchell Robinson's hurt, or he could play the power forward off the bench coming behind Julius Randle, because you know they don't really like Obi Toppin, it seems. So you could have Obi Toppin develop some other time, and you'll have Lamarcus Aldridge being a really good scoring forward or the scoring center, and that lineup could be, with Randall's playmaking, could be really nice, and hopefully they can make the playoffs, which will help attract other free agents, because the best part is he's expiring too. So if things don't work out, you can let him walk, try to get yourself a star, and if you can't get him, then you get Lamarcus Aldridge back for probably another 1 or 2 year deal to go for another free agent to hopefully contend again. As for the Spurs, you're getting 3 young role players, Ignas Brazdeikis, Kevin Knox, Frank Ntilikina, all you hope to develop, especially with Kevin Knox and Ignas Brazdeikis, who both have an extra year under contract. You'll probably see them getting a lot of playing time, maybe not Ignas, but Kevin and Frank, hopefully to become something special, and that will help them with a new lottery pick, because this means they're going to try to go for the lottery. That could be a really nice young core you're building in San Antonio. And the last trade I have, you may not like this, but it's with the Chicago Bulls, and you got to hear me out. The deal is Lamarcus Aldridge to the Bulls for Otto Porter, a 2021 second and a 2022 second. So you'd be wondering, why would the Bulls ever do this? This is because the Bulls are on a hot streak, and this is if they really want to get 10. And you can really have Patrick Williams start at the 3 without Otto Porter. You got Laurie at the 4, you got Wendell at the 5, and you got Lamarcus Aldridge as that 6-man scoring beast to help the bench score. Him being a small ball backup center with Thaddeus Young, that could be a really nice bench duo that could help the Bulls become even better. And you may be like, Otto's better than Lamarcus Aldridge. His 3-and-D is so important when he plays. The thing is, when he plays, he doesn't get to play much because he's always getting injured. I think he's played like 16 games this year. So when he plays, he's solid, but it's just that he rarely plays, and you get a guy who can immediately play and is not known for having injuries so often. And the Spurs also get a 3D wing that they could play, hopefully to develop Devin Vassell. He could be a really good mentor for him, along with getting 2 seconds. And both of them expire, so they can both let him walk if needed. But that's if they want to. The Bulls could honestly re-sign Lamarcus Aldridge for a much cheaper deal if they really want to as well. What do you guys think about this video? What trade ideas do you have for Lamarcus Aldridge? Go ahead and drop them down below. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below any videos you want me to do, subscribe to the channel. Peace out, guys.